you doing? My name is Thunder, and welcome to part 19, sorry. I had to pause myself for a second to make sure, but no, this is part 19 of Tokyo Xtreme Racer 2. This is actually the second attempt I'm doing at part 19. I was trying to do it yesterday, but it didn't go out very well because people were taking a nap, and I wasn't aware of that. And then eventually what also ended up happening was, well, I accidentally forgot to save. So, oops, time to redo part 20. I'm not part 20, part 19! God damn! I'm getting all confused now. Anyway, so we're gonna go all the way over here, because now it's time to switch over to the one gun line instead of the C1 line, so here we go. Okay, so right off the bat, okay. Right off the bat is what I meant to say. We have a blue guy fairly close to us. There's also one behind us, but I'm not gonna wait for it. So the first person we're gonna be coming across will happen to be a member of Diamond Image, who we've actually faced two before in previous parts, so I'm going to safely say I only need to beat roughly 3 more before the boss. I would say that's a good guess. But no, this is Tornado. It's like a combination of the words torpedo and tornado. Tornado. Not a big fan of the name. He had a Toyota MR2, and he is considerably nowhere near as fast as, well, Red Ruby or whatever, Red Ruby Racer or whatever, and definitely not, also not as fast as Safe Zone from much earlier on in this LP, when we managed to get a win on him in a very lucky fashion. So pretty much we start off this part with a very easy win, so it's all hunky-dory there. Ugh, excuse me. I actually just ate lunch not too long ago when I'm recording this, so if I'm really doing any of that, I apologize. It's just, you know, kind of the effect. But anyways, so the next guy up here is a little bit of a distance away, but I'm going to call it safe, for there's no real reason to need to call a jump cut on this, so. God, it's next upcoming next Sunday, coming up on the 13th, is when I start my time in college. It's the first time I'm going to be going to college. Sunday's a very weird day for it. It's a part-time kind of college thing, and it's on Sunday, so, you know, it's a weird choice of day, but hey, it's, you know, it's not too bad. And it's also from 4 to 8, which I kind of like, because it's, you know, I'll be pretty awake during that time anyway, so. And by 4 to 8, I mean PM, not AM. If it was 4 to 8 AM, I would definitely not be awake, but it's 4 to 8 PM, so. But I've been going for computer hardware and software, because one of my goals eventually is to get myself an A+ certification, so I can get my can work at a computer store. Because one of the things I would love to do later in life is to run my own computer store and just be able to you know, help make computers and sell products and all that kind of stuff. I would really like that. Anyways, so next up we have Comeback Kid from another returning team from TXR1, Windstars. Windstars having a very nice combination of cars. It's not just, you know, specified. Unfortunately for Comeback Kid, he seems to his Lancer seems to be mostly just visual and not performance-wise, so I'm kind of leaving him in the dust. He happens to have an Evo 3 if you were taking close attention to the back of the car for the tail lights, but so it's probably, you know, mostly still close to stock horsepower. And then of course my RX-7's at 325. So there we go, we win, and that's a new car available because not a single person from top level was driving that kind of Evo, which is pretty interesting. But hey, that's how it is, I guess. And you can see all the slowdown there, jeez. Anyways, so we're not going to worry about the slowdown or any kind of stuff like that, because it's time to, okay, it looks like we're going to have to approach into the C1 outer in order to get to the next blue guy up there. And thankfully we managed to, because that race was a pretty assuring victory, we managed to finish before we got to here, which is a little tight. It's not terrible, definitely not, but you know, it's still, you gotta keep your eye out and make sure that you've slowed down enough so that you don't end up just running smack into it. Oh boy. Let's just ease on the brakes. Very good. Because it's a tight corner, so. Also notice the sign on the left there. It actually says Shutoko Battle. Shutoko Battle, or however you're supposed to say it in Japanese, but Battle, I don't know. But yeah, it's just, or is even if you want to just be easy about it, Shutoko Battle. So, because of course that was the original name for this game over in, of course, well, Japan. And I guess when Crave was porting it, they decided let's not bother with trying to get them to come in and just change the name to like Tokyo Extreme Race or something. Just keep it as Shutoko Battle. Because, you know, I imagine even then, back in the day, people weren't really gonna question that. It was 2000 when this game came out, so at the turn of the millennium, things like that weren't exactly widespread like they are now. Oh, hey, and next up we have yet another Queen Stars, sorry, excuse me, Win Stars, and hey, look at that, I managed to just sneak up in front. Although I can constantly keep getting hit by it. But not anymore. But this is Queenie from Win Stars. That's probably why I got the name confused for a second. And as you can see, goodbye. Now, funny thing is, in the Lost Part 19 that sadly will never be seen, I had actually beaten... I had actually faced Queenie, and Queenie actually caused a draw, which was pretty annoying. But this time it looks like history is not going to repeat itself, which is obviously a good thing. And just like that, there is the win. So, no history repeating itself there, which is a very good thing. My kernel stuck in my tooth for a second. Just took that off. But anyways, now with her down, I mean, I imagine it has to be a her because of the name Queenie. It could be a guy, but I would like to more presume it's a girl. But could be wrong. Who knows? Anyways, so let's move on to the next person down here. We're doing pretty good so far. We're 3-0 for this part. Now, admittedly, I probably should have, when I got into this section after finishing the C1, I should have done this way first, then do the other one with, you know, the TR racing and the freeway. It probably would have been a smarter idea. Oops. Doesn't really matter now. Now that area is done. So who are we going to be coming up to next? It is going to be... Oh, hey, it's another diamond image. It is... And in fact, also interestingly enough, another 180SX. It is Rhythm Freak. The only difference with this 180SX is it's a slightly different one. If you pay good enough attention to the rear lights, it's a different variation of the car. Which I'm trying to get through. There we go. Now I passed. Good, good, good. So with that, after we beat this one, there's only going to be like one more diamond image I'm going to have to face. Yeah, that was probably a very stupid idea, but whatever. Also, what we'll run into as well is Rhythm Box, who we've seen twice already. Oh, wow. Rhythm Freak must have hit the divider. And so after that, that kind of prematurely ended the make the race end faster. Okay. How about it? But there we go. I still won regardless, so that's the good thing. My hair is a little itchy too, which is kind of annoying. Probably should go in the shower pretty soon. Anyways, I don't see any cars in front of me, and it may take a little bit for another one to appear. I know I had to do this in Lost Part 19, but I'm gonna call a jump cut here. Alright, I am back, and look at that. We got yet another Win Star, so that's 3 wins. That is at least 3 Win Stars so far, and here we got a pink, a very light kind of pink RX-7, almost kind of like a salmon pink in a way, but it's an RX-7 FD with all the way Alice. Are you gonna go all the way, Alice? Are you? Well, it seems to definitely be not really, because even though I've been driving around for a while, my FC is, well, now ahead. Oh, well, so much for that. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, no. That did not turn out in my favor. But she's really not catching me, to be honest. Definitely not. Alice is definitely not going all the way. That's definitely for sure. Although she may have a chance to get me if she's lucky in this little area here, because it's a little tight here. Oh, I was just not able to avoid the wall. Damn. Nope, she's not going to catch me. Okay. So there we go. Just under 700 CP for that one. Well, that's good. You know, after all those previous parts of having all those struggles, it's nice to know that so far we're off to a 4-0 start. And there's another blue guy down there, so let's go chase him down. I could call a jump cut if I wanted to, but I think I'm going to just leave it as is because, who knows. I don't really care either way. You know, sometimes I like to do jump cuts and sometimes I don't. It's very easy for me to do jump cuts. I just take the footage and where it starts, because when I do a jump cut, when I signal for jump cut, I don't talk. I just stop commentary, or even if I do talk, it's very brief. It doesn't have. There's not many waveforms, just because in Vegas I can look at the waveform for the audio and just see, you know, when I'm talking and when I'm not. And then so when I call for jump cuts, I just, you know, decide not to talk. And then when I'm looking at the video in Vegas, you see that a major section in the waveform where there's like almost nothing. There may be an occasional sound like me breathing or coughing or sniffling or, you know, anything like that. But usually when I see that, that's a good way for me to indicate when I call for a jump cut. Because usually I don't sit through the entire video when I'm editing it. I just kind of fast forward through it because I already know what's gonna be on it. So all I care about is making sure that, you know, the video is out, and then of course no one has any complaints. Of course, thankfully so far no one's had any complaints about the quality of any of my videos, so thankfully we don't have to worry about that. And hopefully that will remain true for as long as possible, but who knows, maybe one day I'll slip up. So who do we have here? Oh, hello there. Actually, you want to face? Yeah, there we go. So here is another Wanderer, and this time a Honda Accord sedan, the Japanese spec one, with a, you know, kind of interesting choice of a logo. But hey, what are you gonna do? This is red light, even though the car is not red. Thankfully, because of course I get to start in front of it, I don't have to worry about it trying to block me like last time in the unknown Lost Part 19. Even though, to be fair, red light's not fast, is slower than my car, so hey, easy Wanderer. Although, to be fair, that was a corner and he's suddenly gaining, probably because of that corner. Oh, he just tapped the wall. Come on, let's keep him off. Keep him off my trail. There we go. Now he's falling back. Ooh, dear, just keep off the wall. Yes, there we go. Kept off the wall. Good. Yikes, that was really close there. I almost would have ran into it and would have probably been a guaranteed catch up, but no, it's pretty much assuring that, well, that ain't gonna happen this time around. So there we go, 5-0 start for this, and a actually impressive 4,000 plus CP for a rather easy Wanderer. Of course, money's not really gonna matter too much anymore because of what I did starting back in part 17, and I accidentally dropped my controller. I know the audio is going a little crazy on my playback. But nothing's been lost, so there's not really anything to worry about there. So let's just continue onwards with what we were doing. Alright. Okay, it looks like we got some green arrows, so what I may do is I'll call for another jump cut. Because if I find a blue arrow coming up here eventually, then I'll cut to that. And if not, I'll just go back to the garage and cut back to me facing off against whoever comes out after coming back out of the garage. So, calling for a jump cut now. Okay, so I am back. I had to go back to the garage and then drive a little bit because we came across a Wanderer the first time around, but it's one of those Wanderers that doesn't want to face me, so had to drive a bit to get to the next guy. But we got yet another Windstar member and another Lancer. This time it appears to be an Evo 5, possibly. Yeah, I would say Evo 5 because the tail lights are bigger than the Evo 6 tail lights. It is Darkstar. Interestingly enough, it's also a blue Evo, so it's like two blue Lancers on the same team. They should have called themselves Blue Stars, except, you know, Queenie is red and all the way Alice is pink. Or, you know, bright salmon-like pink, so they wouldn't really fit. Nevertheless, it's another crushing victory for me with a hefty 811 CP, which is not bad for someone I easily beat. And pretty much, as the little bit of the replay you get to see, I was phasing into the Lancer thanks to the camera angle. Huzzah! Alright, of course, the next one is on the Seatwood Outer. In case you're wondering about the Wanderer, by the way, that I appeared first and I couldn't face, it was Wildman. Wildman drives a green Toyota MRS. And to this day, I still have no idea how you're supposed to challenge him. Like, what is his requirement? Don't know. If anyone knows his requirement, please tell me. I would love to know what his requirement is, because I don't know. Which is very unfortunate. Also, you notice, you remember how I would say something about how like a blue arrow would appear briefly and then disappear? It's doing that with green arrows now, so people I've previously beaten before are showing up again. And then just quickly disappearing. I don't know why the game is even doing that in the first place, but hey, whatever. You get what you get sometimes. Just gotta ease it there, especially because the taxi was just a little bit in front of me as well. Okay. Careful now. Oh boy. Keep it, keep it. Okay, good. So, who are we going to be coming up to? It looks to be... It's a rhythm box. It is Nightman. In that interior with the same kind of style we've seen at least 4 or 5 times now. But this time in a kind of like a dark, like graphite color. Which is pretty cool. It does admittedly look pretty nice in that kind of graphite colors. But hey, that's just me. And of course, because, you know, it's a dark color, the name Nightman is a very fitting one. Anyways, on to the Haneda, because that's where we gotta continue on with our actions. So yes, you got a bit of a studded, a loaded part this time around, because I felt willing to make it, you know, more than just 6 cars. It's just sad that I can't count. I said 5-0 start after I beat after I beat like the Wanderer. I cannot count. I don't know what's my problem. But this time we've at least done 8. You know, with the 1 Windstars and the 1 Rhythm Box that I just beat. But again, because we faced like 2 Rhythm Box members before, Rhythm Box we only have to face like 2 more members and then the leader will come out. So, hooray! I am hoping though we get another diamond image, because I imagine there's only 1 more diamond image that we're gonna have to do until the leader comes. I'm pretty sure. But we'll see. Alright, but so who is it going to be? Oh yeah, it's another jeez. Another one case where it just does that. And that would have been a very good shot, you know, for me to get to start ahead. That would have been great. Yep, too fast. God damn. Whatever. This is Mozart Man from Rhythm Box and in a bright blue Impreza wagon. So yes, the return of the wagon Impreza. But probably only for this one guy, because he's, as far as I remember, I think he's the only guy on the team who drives this specific vehicle. But yeah, you know, if you remember like the pink groove we faced back before, that's that's at least 2 people so far with the wagon. I almost said 3. There we go. I just spoiled it a little bit, but hey, that's okay. We'll see what I meant when it happens. So, but yeah, I'm honestly not surprised that the first 3 have been Rhythm Box, Windstars, and Diamond images. It just seems like the obvious 3 to have first appear. It makes sense. Anyways, bam! That's a win. And a new car available, because interestingly enough, we did not have that specific wagon in Impreza. Even though there was, of course, Black Knight, where all but one of the teammates had an Impreza wagon, or at least the ones that we faced. Okay, may need to call for another jump cut here, but yeah, let's just call it safe and call for a jump cut. So I am back, and we got a new team I can't remember. I honestly can't remember if this is returning from team from TXR 1 or not. I apologize, but this is harmonized, and we of course got here Aerostar, who's driving a Nissan Silvia S13 in a not too interesting color. It doesn't look very nice, I'm afraid. Sorry, but that's just my opinion. That's just how I look at it. If you like it, great. If you don't, well, you have the same opinion that as I do. But anyways, opinions don't really matter right now when winning is, of course, the best thing of all. That's not an opinion, that's a fact. Anyways, 806 CP, and of course, no new car, because we've already unlocked all the Silvias before, especially considering there was Fine Drive. Even though there was that one time with Elegant Wilds, where there was the green Silvia, and we unlocked it and had unlocked the Silvia, that particular Silvia. I was actually going to safely call that to be the last car, but no. There's another blue car out. If it's just the Wanderer, though, then you'll just have seen it. If it's the Wanderer, though, you'll just have seen a sudden jump cut. But if not, then hey. Okay, so kind of an interesting sudden jump cut. I was talking about how if I was if you didn't see any of the footage beforehand, then you know it wouldn't be a sudden jump cut. Then they decided to stop talking for a bit because oh my god, what happened? But if you notice, this is Chargeman, who from Diamond Image, who, yep, happens to drive a Toyota Corolla. We've gone from MR2s, we've gone from 180SXs, we've gone from Honda Integras. Now here's a Corolla. Kind of a, well, technically a Sprinter Turuno, but you know what I'm trying to get at. But, so yeah, this is going to be a pretty studded part. It's going to be a little bit lengthier than the other ones because, you know, plenty of cars to show off, plenty of rivals. So, hey, you guys get a little treat for part 19. A little thanks for watching if you've been watching for 19 parts, which I'd be amazed if you did, but oh my god, nearly almost just shy of 1,000 SP for a Corolla. Kind of almost like our gangs in a way. Which again was all Corollas, but anyways. So that's the 5th. So it's now. Oh yeah, here we go. It's the leader time of Diamond Image. Yes, he also drives as Turuno. It's not exactly the hatchback one though, more just like the coupe. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. You have like a teammate with an MR2, and then here's a the leader who has a Corolla. How about it? Anyways, but this is Savage Steve. Steve is a very savage man. He's also Steve is also the name of my stepdad, but I can't imagine my stepdad would normally be one to go street racing in Tokyo, considering he's, you know, a peace officer and formerly in the military. So, yeah, and of course, me being an asshole, I have make sure I did not get him in front of me, because that to be fair is no kind of slowpoke Corolla, though to be or Turuno or whatever. Though to be fair, it's because it's a straightaway. It's, you know, it's slowly falling back. Of course, I've been driving out for a while, so of course the car's, you know, not doing as hot as it was when we started. But yeah, it's pretty far back now with the win and 2,000 CP. Very nice. Okay. Now there was one more blue arrow that I did notice. If it's the Wanderer, you're just gonna see me back in the garage, and if not, well, we're gonna see that guy. All right, so that was just the same Wanderer again. But anyways, so there you go. You got 12 rivals in one part. Hope you enjoyed the sudden long part that I decided to do for you guys, because I care. Anyways, in the meantime, though, of course, guys, stay tuned for part 20. And as always, thank you for watching, and take care.